looking nice and milky, it appears. Nice and milked up. Maybe this will help. There we go. A nice white screen. Alex G says, Vance, what do you have to say about the allegations? The allegations that I'm not sipping on a Rainier right now? Here's what I have to say. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, sure. Sure. Now listen, we know how these streams go. You can't tell no one about this. Now what is this? We're looking a little too bright. We need to make it a little colder in here. It's real cold in here. So I got the beanie on. It's a nice cold summer night. Just you, me, the glow of the screen, and a nice cold Rainier. That's how we do it on Sunday nights in the secret stream. Is Rainier real? Says Sean Walsh. When will it expand east? Now, I'd have to talk with the Rainier reps about that one. I'll use my insider info and let you know what's going on there. But hopefully it makes its way east very soon. This is a stream they don't want you to know about. They don't. Big Dave. Oh, that was a message from Frank, by the way. Good old Frank. Let's see, I just saw one. Big Dave says SpongeBob Rainier crossover when? So, unfortunately, and I got bad news here, the SpongeBob talks have come to a halt, and this is why right here. SpongeBob said, after our short association, our show has been taken off the air, and that's basically it. And he was kind of begging for me to like get him on Fish Tank, and he's looking for work, and he wanted me to give it to him somehow. And I'm honestly just not gonna fucking do that for SpongeBob. I don't really know the guy like that. So yeah, that fell through, but that's okay. We got plenty of Rainier. We'll be fine. We don't need SpongeBob's sponsorship. We don't need it. We really don't. And he got his shit taken off the air. It's not really my problem. It's really not. Herb Dean's dad sent 14 Canadian dollars, and he says, "Here, Vance, have some money." Herb's dad. This is Father's Day. This is the Father's Day stream. Herb's dad, thank you for coming in here on your special day. And thank you to Herb for being your son. Sean Walsh with $5 says, God bless. God bless you, Sean. God bless you, Sean. Hey, Vance, how do you feel about corn? How do you feel about eating corn the long way, says NTJG. He says, how do I feel about eating corn the long way? What's the long way? It's not like where you take it like this and you spin it around, I'm assuming. I'm assuming that's the regular way, the short way. Bomb says SpongeBob clout chasing. Yeah, he is. He is. And at this point, he's irrelevant. And he's grasping at straws here. Brown Acid says, I'm drinking a Bud Light and feel a little gay. You might need to counteract that Bud Light with an ice crisp Rainier. As always, we thank Rainier for sponsoring this stream. Now, this is a secret stream. They're not watching. They're not watching this one. But it doesn't mean I still love Rainier, even if they're not watching. Now, we will get into a little bit of the sponsorship fiasco in a minute here, just to get everybody up to speed with what happened I believe it was last week. Jeffo787 says, Vance, your emotional intelligence is astonishing. What was your mantra throughout the show? Honestly, the mantra throughout the show was kind of just block out all the noise, block out the chaos, and keep a linear path to my goal, which was to win. And now I didn't reach the ultimate. Nah, I caught myself there. You thought I was going to say it, didn't you? You thought I was going to say it, didn't you? When you stay on a linear path, block out the noise, you will reach your goal. Let's see here. Solid shot. Background music is Vance's. Yeah, those are, so, hold on. Yeah, so the background music is, they're just tracks I made, and I took all the vocals out of them. That's what the music is. Chike it up with $5. I've been chiking it up on Chinese MMO streaming, and now my black baby has a tumor. Any advice for promotion? Huh. Well, you gotta keep chiking it up. And you gotta stay Chinese. I don't know what to do about that tumor. Maybe, I've heard through the grapevine that Rainier beer, there's a chemical in Rainier beer that has cancer eating compounds. It'll actually just, like, it sits in your stomach and whatever, and then it spreads to your bloodstream, and wherever that tumor is, it'll just kind of eat it up. I've heard. I can't say that for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised, because it's like, what can this, there's nothing it can't do. Put these headphones back on. There we go. There we go. Vampire says, Vance, what are your favorite Faith No More songs, and do you listen to Mr. Bungle? Of course I listen to Mr. Bungle. My favorite Faith No More songs, I like Malpractice, Be Aggressive, Naked by the Computer, all the hits off The Real Thing, of course, and Ricochet. I feel like Ricochet is underrated. Violence 3. Vance, can you say happy birthday to my friend Autumn? Please help. She's trying to kill me. Autumn, happy birthday. That's a happy B-Day message to you. And a happy Father's Day to all of you. Pretty soon here we'll get into stories about my father, the Zepp, as you guys know him. To me, he's Dad. But you know him as he was one of the original guitar players for Led Zeppelin. He was the Zepp. And we'll talk about him in a bit. Let's see. Joe Mama with $5. Of course, Vance won the tank. Last I checked, none of the other fish have multi-million-dollar sponsorship deals yet. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Do they have 30 cases of Rainier beer in their fridge? They don't, but I do. And I didn't go out and buy those. Let's put it that way. Sean D. Sarcasm says, do you feel like your elimination was fair with how well you did on the security challenge? Yeah, I think it was fair. I think I don't know. I think it's hard to say. It's hard to say because in that, like, I was really only focused on what I was doing, not really what, you know. But I thought, like, I was doing my best, but in my head I was like, yeah, man, it just wasn't believable to me. So I was okay. Like, I was honestly relieved when I found out I lost because, I don't know, it was just, it was like all the pressure finally was gone, you know? Do I think it was fair? Yeah. I mean, well, nothing about the show is fair. That's the point. So for me to say something's unfair doesn't make any sense when everybody else had unfair things happen to them. But I'll say, like, I'm totally okay with my elimination. Leo with $5. Vance, who would win in a fight, 1 bear or 10 house cats? I would say it would be an interesting fight, but 10 house cats, that would be interesting. If these are fully capable house cats, that if there were 10 of them on one bear, they can claw in places that this bear shouldn't be clawed at. And because there's so many of them, I feel like he wouldn't be able to necessarily get them all off, you know? I'd have to see it for myself to be sure. 1 bear or 10 house cats. If it was 10 of my cat would win. King Kong with $2. Do you ever listen to the Clibby Boppers, my favorite band? Yeah, you showed me the Clibby Clobbers last stream, and they're quickly becoming one of my favorite musical projects. Rage Against the Anal Beads sent me $20. The original name was Rainier Tumor Eater, but the Illuminati didn't want us to have it, so they went underground and put it in beer. That way the only people who wouldn't get cancer would also be alcoholics. Fight the power. Fight the power with Rainier. Now that sounds like a theory that makes total sense to me. It makes sense. Sean Walsh with another $5. Would you ever hang out with Simon? He was living his best life with Doug Stanhope today. Maybe even collab on a song. Damn. Simon, yeah, I would hang out with Simon. Simon's cool. He was honestly, Simon, like, the way he interacts with anybody, the way he talks, like, it was some of the funniest shit ever. As soon as he stepped into the house, I was cracking up. Like, I could not stop laughing at this guy. Like, he's hilarious. I would definitely hang out with him. Okay, let's get caught up on the chats. Jeff O. Vance, I'm a fellow drummer. Noticed your chops during the bedroom prison challenge. Have you been involved with any death metal projects? I have not, but I would like to be. So speaking of drums, people have been asking about drum streams. Those are coming very soon. I think maybe Wednesday. I could probably get a drum stream going. I got this mic courtesy of, I gotta remember what this guy's name was, because he told me to get it. Coastal Breed. I don't know if he's watching, but he said, get this, you can stream with it. I got it. It just showed up today. I'm going to start streaming drums with that. Thank you, Coastal Breed. I took your advice. So those will be happening. I think Wednesday. Wednesday is when that's happening. Also, speaking of days of the week, I think I've come up with a schedule for streaming now. I'm gonna, obviously we do the secret streams on Sunday nights. Secret streams Sundays at 8 p.m. Today was a little different. It's Father's Day. Had to spend time with the Zepp. But secret streams on Sunday, 8 p.m. And then Wednesdays, they're going to be early afternoon, probably like 3 or 4 Pacific time. Those are the 2 set in stone. And I think I'm going to try to throw in some Fridays, probably early afternoon as well. We'll see about that. But Wednesday and Sunday, for sure. That's the sketch. That's going to be the sketch. Kenford with $5. Happy Father's Day, Vance. I assume you visited Black Baby Bambalam. Had a good time with my father. Hope you did. Hope chat did too. Love you, Vance. Kenford, I'm glad you had a great time with your father. I did. I hope the chat did as well. But that Black Baby is... it's nowhere to be found. And look, I wasn't the father. I wasn't, I just had to step up. I just had to step up, and I wasn't just going to let it die. But now it's dead. So. But I didn't have anything to do with it. It was taken. King Kong with $2. Do you ever stop and go, holy shit, I'm in world peace? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, especially when the shoot first happened. But like, I don't know. Everything, it just feels like, I don't know. It's just so surreal. It just feels like it's not. I don't even know how to fucking explain it. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Yeah, man. Sorry, I'm reading chats now. Withered Media. Ah, yes. Mr. Zeppelin himself. Yes, Mr. Zeppelin. And I'll get into some stories about him. Kenford with $2. You strangled it to death, didn't you? W. Vance. No comment. No comment. But yeah, world peace. I was just talking to my brother about it earlier. No, it was just, yeah, it didn't feel real. It doesn't feel real. I don't know if it ever will. But it was a really fun time. And I was just like, the thing that surprised me the most, like, I showed up and like, I didn't have a script. I didn't know anything about it. And they were just like, go up there and do your thing or whatever. I was like, I don't know. It was crazy that they had that kind of, I don't know if it was trust in me, but like, I don't know, because like I went to film school and I know how stressful like shooting something is. And the relaxed atmosphere of it all was very, it was cool. It was surprising to me just from my other experiences being on sets. Mom with $5. Charles returning equals this is crazy. That's true. I didn't even know that they were shooting it till I was in the tank, and they did the bit with Lance. Yeah, that was crazy to find out. He was a real nice guy. Both drummers. Mikey Wood, Vance. I'm the guy that TTS about Ultravox. Have you checked them out? I think I've heard of them before. Yeah, they did Vienna. Yeah. I've heard them before. Good band. Cody Ferguson says Rip Sky King. R.I.P. Sky King. A local to me. Vampire, you take music recommendations? Always. AB says, I remember he was giddy in the house after coming back from the World Peace 2 shoot. I was definitely... So, before that, like, it's no secret, and I wasn't trying to hide it, that it was after the camping challenge, and then... before something, I don't know. I mean, before the shoot, like, I was mentally fucked in there, and I had, like, no energy. I was just miserable, trying to make it through, and just, like, after that, I was like, okay, I can do this shit, you know? Yeah, like, it was like a newfound, I was just re-energized, ready to get back into it. Kenford, you had a main part, I'm guessing, not an extra. Can't wait to see. Also, have you met Nick? I did meet Nick. Me and Nick were in the scene. I don't know what I can say about it. I'm not an extra, but I don't know if I can say much else about it. Vance, can you shout out my... Hold on, let me... Okay, I gotta Google this guy first. Okay, he just looks like a normal guy. Okay. Where'd that message go? Vance, shout out my gay cousin Vincent Hopkins. Shout out to Munkle's gay cousin Vincent Hopkins, as a matter of fact. Jared says Charles on stream with Nick was great. I saw that. I haven't seen it yet. I will see it though. NTJG says, have you listened to Crotch Duster? I have. Hilarious. Hilarious shit. Vampire says you should listen to Cardiacs. I've heard a little bit of the Cardiacs. Maybe this is my excuse to listen to them more. Perfect time. Sean D, your worst night by far was day 25 when you had to sleep sitting up on the couch. Yeah, that shit, yeah, that was probably the worst. That was probably the lowest point. And it was low before, like, the moment I woke up, it was low. And everything that happened during the day just made it worse. Yeah, no, it was fucked. I won't lie. I was fucked up. But I made it through. The Prime Time says, I'm digging this track. If it's the track playing right now, this one's Joyride. You can find this one wherever. Bandcamp, Spotify, fucking LimeWire, Napster, wherever. A says, how many channels do you usually use for a track? 5? Channels? Do you mean like... Hold up. Do you mean like this? Like these, tracks or? If it's tracks, it depends. I can use anywhere from 3 to 20. It depends. Kenford with $2. Only 130 of us. Keep it a secret. Shh. No, this is the secret stream. This is a secret stream, and I didn't. And it was, it was a holiday. This is a secret, an even more secret stream that we're doing here. And we can't tell them. We can't tell them. Orca Whale says, are you going to make more copies of your EP? I probably won't. I think there are 15 of them floating around, and I kind of like that. I kind of want to keep it that way. But I will be releasing an album, and I plan on doing physical releases of that. And most of the songs from that EP they're being re-recorded currently. And I think, let's see, at least 3 of those songs will be on the album. Twitching Con says, Vance, please get your dad on the stream. He's a little busy right now hitting those guitar licks, doing the Led Zeppelin thing. He's got all these, you know how it is when you're a celebrity. Press, the media. Sean D says, damn, Vance's insights are great. Hey. Whatever you want to know. I kind of do want to do a formal, announced Q&A, like, about the show. But honestly, like, I can't decide between... Because, like, I want to do my own thing. I want to not just be the fish tank guy, but at the same time, it's like, that is, like, a big part of, I did it. So yeah, I'm kind of like going back and forth. Maybe I'll do like an actual formal here, ask me these beforehand, and then I can read them all. But we'll see. But if I see something and I'm like, oh yeah, I can address this or whatever, I will. I'll address it. Lord, wait, where'd that go? Lord Takana says, yeah. Nice. Hell yeah. Brown Acid says, Reaper is awesome. I agree. Reaper is the only way there is. It's the only way I'll do it. Cody Ferguson is that able to know this is Reaper. Reaper. A lot of people say the WinRAR of DAWs. Puffy killed Tupac. That's a lot for me to read. I haven't seen either. Should I look into them? Lord also says, honestly, the yeah nice thing was one of my favorite parts of Fish Tank. So I didn't even realize how much I said yeah and nice until Lance showed up. And then once he showed up and started saying it, I couldn't stop. Like, every time I said it, I was like, fuck. Yeah, I do say that a lot, but it's okay. I'm not gonna try to consciously change it or anything like that. That's how I talk. I shouldn't try to be something that I'm not. Cody Ferguson says, I can't wait for Vance's show on the 29th. Me neither. That's gonna be a fucking ripper. That's gonna be a ripper. Claudia says, get your son on stream. Oh, Brent Bump, you did me dirty there. Says, did you hear Ween's coming out with a new album, JK? That'd be cool. You did me dirty there. That would be cool. I saw them last July. One of the greatest. Bombs with $100 fucking dollars. Bombs, you're off your rocker today. On this blessed Father's Day. Reparations for my favorite black man. Happy Juneteenth. Bombs, you're the best. Me, you guys know me. I'm albino black. Always have been, always will be. And we appreciate Bombs here. And everybody. We appreciate everyone here. But Bombs, we thank you. What a good way. You guys hear that? You guys hear that scratching sound? But what a great way to kick off Juneteenth. Bombs, we thank you. Bringle Stingle with $2. Ever listened to Pucifer? I have. Of course. Rage Against the Anal Bees with $10. I knew Zepp Latta was my hero after he got into a fist fight with Robert Plant over who got to wear Jimmy Page's good 14-year-old friend's shirt at the show in the Tartary 1975. That was one of my favorite Zepp moments. Always standing up for his beliefs. That was honestly one of my favorite moments of the Zepp. Kenford with $2. I didn't get the nice thing until the fidget spinner. That's true. I think, yeah. So I say yeah, obviously I just said it like 4 times. But the nice thing I think did come from that fidget spinner bit. Sean D says, I'd rather you make it a video talking about your experience and support you in whatever comes next. Sean D. Thank you, Sean D. Kenford, before you knew, who'd you think the red and white shark were? I mean, I kind of just knew. Claudia says make one final. We'll see. I might do that. AB says Bombs carrying the stream as always. You goddamn right he is. Thank you, Bombs. We appreciate Bombs. We all do. Bomb it up, says Kenford. Zach Blaze with $2. Ever listened to the band Spiral Architect? I have. Is that like the hold on. Come on now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're cool. They're like a jazz metal kind of thing, right? In high school, I was extremely into prog metal and like jazzy metal. As a result, good shit. Good shit. Orcawell, you like having your head shaved? I do. Humanoid says live. Streamer forgets to pay lighting bill. I forgot. What can you do? Cody Ferguson ripped Trevor Strnad. Black Dahlia Murder was really holding it down for a long time. That honestly, yeah, that was such a shock to me. Trevor. That sucks. I got to see them when he was alive. Honestly, yeah, just like the last person I would expect to like die, you know? AB says, that was my favorite thing about Lance. He forced you to use full sentences more, even if you didn't realize you had changed. Yeah. NTJG says, does GF appreciate the maxing as well? Of course. We've been together, we're almost 6 years. She's pilled. She's maxed. She's all of it. Cody Ferguson, I'm a crowd kill like it's a crowd deterrent show. Reading chats here. But we'll get into all this. Okay, so here's something. So for these streams, look, I'm no expert streamer, but I enjoy reading the chats, responding to the chats. Is that something that's enjoyed? Or do people prefer... It's hard to keep these headphones on with this beanie. Do people prefer to see me doing something else and just read the, you know, whatever catches my eye? But for me, it's like, I don't know, these people are here, they're spending their time watching, they're spending their effort typing. Like, I wanna give them, I wanna make sure they're recognized, you know what I mean? What makes for a better stream? That's what's tough. I think on the Sunday streams especially, I like to read, because this is like our little domain. AB says, ask us which is better in the form of 1 or 2. Okay, so type 1 if you prefer me to read chats for quite a while. Type 2 if you prefer me to do anything else. With, you know, on the main monitor here, making beats, playing Halo, looking at leaf blowers, whatever it is. Whatever it is. Okay, that's a very... Okay. We like the ones here. Each stream can be different subjects. Conversational streams are usually labeled as such, says the Archvile. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think maybe I'll do specific ones like this, and then, you know, I'll label it as making a beat or whatever for other stuff. But this is good to know. This is good to know. McKendy's with $5. Stream idea, a yeah meter in the top right corner that detects every time you say yeah. That's a great idea. I'd have to have an official yeah counter. Because I think it would have to be manual unless somebody would manually have to do it. But yeah. So we have mostly 1s, but there are a few 2s as well. Now I hear you 2s. I don't want you to feel like you're being pushed to the side. I think the weekday streams will be more me doing something. Like Wednesday, I'm planning on doing a drumming stream. But I think these Sunday night secret ones is a good opportunity to talk a little bit. You know? Now type 3 if you want to see more Rainier on the streams. Let's see. Queso official. I want to send Vance a plushie. This is a real queso? Yeah, AB says Trevor is the last person you expect to die, and Bam Margera is the first person you expect to die. I was very shocked to come home and learn that he was alive. I honestly was. Zach Blaze, I like engaging in the lawn equipment discussion. True. No, so I like the lawn equipment shit mostly because I love reading reviews of products, like funny, ridiculous reviews that people will leave of products. I enjoy doing that as a pastime. So I think if I'm going to be reviewing equipment, I should do reviews. I should review people's reviews. Molecule says RuneScape, that will happen. That'll probably be a weekday thing. Kenford with $5. Vance, Dylan Abs is not here because I didn't tell him this time. Should I have told him? Anyways, good night Vance, good night chat, and good night Rainier. Kenford, good night to you. Dylan Adams isn't here. That's interesting. I think we can tell Dylan Adams about the secret stream. Maybe we started a little late. Maybe he's hanging out with Mr. Adams, his father, Senior Adams. You never know. Music stream is cool as well. Yeah, I want to do more music streams. So I want to do more. Oh, man, I'm not sure. Like, songwriting on the spot is so. It's honestly like kind of a. It's like an embarrassing. I feel like I have my dick in my hand when I'm trying to write music and everybody's watching. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I do, you know, I want to do it more. I just got to get over that. Because, like, for me, it's like, if this isn't great, I'm like, if I'm just second guessing myself all stream, it's like, what the fuck? It's not, like, enjoyable to watch. But I think what I might do is, if it's going to be a music writing stream, I will have something that I think is already good or on the way to being good, and I'll kind of expand upon it rather than starting from scratch. And that kind of ties into last time people were asking me about writer's block, and I get writer's block when I start something from scratch and I leave it for a bit and I come back to it and I'm not sure what to do with it. But I think if I have something that I'm actively working on that's already started and I have ideas in my head, that might be better. That might be a better stream. The prime time with $5, a baseball rambling stream. That would be good. I don't know if most people would enjoy watching that, but you know, I'm a baseball type of guy. I played baseball my whole life. I still do. So I'm still not exactly caught up with the current season because I was in the tank so long as the season basically started. But I'll get back into it. We can maybe talk about that a bit. Boogie2988 has died. He had a heart attack, says the Archvile. R.I.P. Boogie. I loved when you shot the gun at Frank and got in trouble for that. It was a really funny moment. McKendy's $5. Vance, I've been practicing bass guitar for the past couple of months. Any good song recs for bass tabs? Yes, Orion by Metallica. Just play that. So Metallica songs. So the first songs I ever learned on guitar were Metallica songs. The first songs I ever learned on bass were Metallica songs, and I think that's how it should be. They're not that hard. Like, ignore the solos and whatever. They're not that difficult. They're a lot of fun, and you feel cool doing it. Play Orion. Great song. Rage Against the Anal Beast with $2. Metal Gear streams would rip. That would rip. I would have to. So my girlfriend and I are playing those together. I've said this a few times. She's like a Metal Gear fanatic. I basically know not much. I played Snake Eater, and I'm like halfway through Peace Walker, and we're going through them together. So she would have to join me for those. We'll see if she's up to it. She's usually pretty busy, but I'm sure there's days where we could do that. That might be fun. Zach Blazed with $2. You ever mess around with Guitar Pro 5? I'd trade tabs. I have Guitar Pro something that I stole. I don't know which one it is. Laughing Bean says you should review your first stream. Rip Boogie, says the Archvile. R.I.P. Nibiru 2x4 with $5. Vance, do you like Pig Destroyer? Love you, man. You a real one, JJ. I do like Pig Destroyer. Yeah. I do. I'm not the biggest. What are they grindcore? Is that what Pig Destroyer is? I don't know. I think so. I'm not the biggest grindcore like fanatic, but I do like it. It's just like I'm not like super invested. Sorry, I just gotta check periodically if the music's still going. Sean D, you need a producer to interact with chat for you and keep you up to date while you work on things. Damn, a producer. That might be, yeah. Okay, that might be a good idea. Like somebody reading the chats to me or whatever. And I work. That might be a good idea. Archvile, do song reviews on your opinion on the drums and Supervillain Serum by. Oh, okay. I saw that in the chat before I started this. Dodd Heimsgard. I did listen to. It was one of their albums on Bandcamp. It was good, and the drums were tight. It wasn't anything like that stood out to me that much, but that's not always important when it comes to drums. Yeah, I like the music though, and the drums fit, and that's good. Queso official, please get a PO box and make unboxing videos. That would be interesting. I'm not opposed. I just don't know how much that would cost me. ST, what position in baseball? So I pitched a lot. I was real good at pitching. And I was good at first base. I was like a corner, wherever I was either corner infield or corner outfield. Coaches wanted me to play first base a lot because I was tall, but I preferred outfield because I like running down fly balls. It's just enjoyable. Yeah, but mostly pitched, and then like I prefer. So right field. In Little League and high school, whatever, right field is where you put the guy that sucks. That's not the case when it comes to like the MLB. Left field is where you put the guy that sucks in the MLB. But in Little League, high school, whatever, left field is where you put the guy that's like you put your best outfielder in center field, and then the other guy, the second best, usually in left. I was usually in the left because I wasn't like extremely fast, but I was fast. You know, I just wasn't like the fastest guy. First song I ever learned on guitar was One, says Leo. Yeah. Yep. Okay, there's some music. Marlicked 1, Master of Puppets and For Whom the Bell Tolls are goated. Yeah, For Whom the Bell Tolls is another good bass song. For Mackenzie's. Leo says, do a stream while driving drunk. I was thinking, so I do want to do a car stream. We'll call it a joyride stream. And I was talking about this, not on stream, just, you know, I was thinking about this. Yeah, doing a joyride stream, blasting some music. It wouldn't be on YouTube because we would be playing music. Maybe Instagram. It might be an Instagram live. We'll see. It might be done. It probably will be done. Sean D, we could watch her play while you chat with us. That'd probably be best because I'm not too good at games. Archvile, review your acting skills when you were yelling at Josie. I haven't watched those clips, and I don't want to. I know it's bad. Dylan Ingo says, Dad? Dad? Goal 40, yo Vance, you like new metal? New metal, if so, favorite band? It's probably Korn. First 4 Korn albums. Unmatched. And I like Deftones. A lot of people, like, I don't know what's going on with Deftones now. I mentioned Deftones to people in the tank, and they were like, giving me looks or whatever. It's like, what? I guess Deftones is now not cool or something. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. Mikey says Chevelle get some. I do like some Chevelle. Lego building stream says Big Dave. That'd be good. Dylan Ingle, the Bjork vinyl was peak. Hell yeah. Post. It was Post by Bjork. Great album. Archvile says, really, as someone who doesn't know music, I thought the drums were crazy. I mean, yeah, they're crazy. It's I guess for me, like, I'm kind of desensitized just listening to a lot of metal and kind of hearing, like, especially, like, black metal drums are usually, they kind of follow a formula, but the band that you recommended, like, it's a little more atmospheric than a typical standard straight up black metal band. So I did like that it was more spaced out. Yeah, no, it's good drums. Like, trust me, it's just for me hearing, like, kind of being desensitized to a lot of music and a lot of drumming. It wasn't like insane, but it was good and it fit the music. Like, it works. Nibiru 2x4 with $5. Have you listened to any Knocked Loose at all? Also, do you like Death Grips? I haven't listened to Knocked Loose, but I do like Death Grips. I think in the tank we made a Death Grips song at one point. Dylan Ego says Barry Bonds. The Archvile. Okay, so I keep going back to the same people, but they keep asking follow-up things and that catch my eye. Is it true that the drummer for Metallica is actually not a good drummer? You could argue technically he's not. But I think his drums fit Metallica, and I think, like, his drumming is so weird. You can't find another drummer that sounds like him because it's like he doesn't know how to play drums, which gives it a kind of unique feeling. Like, I enjoy it, but yeah, if you put him in any other band, it probably wouldn't work. Dylan Ego says, you listen to Metallica for the riffs. That's true. Yeah, Metallica they're a guitar band, you know? They're not, you don't really listen to Metallica for the drums, I think. That's how I feel. Mikey, can't wait to see what awesome band cameos Nick has in store for us for World Peace 2. Me too. Yeah. No, Nick knows music. Zach Blaze says you listen to Metallica because you started playing guitar at 12, then you grew up and listened to Megadeth. That kind of, yeah. I don't know, like, I still like, I like both. To to a certain point. I think Megadeth probably had a longer span of good music than Metallica did, but I think Metallica's highs are probably higher than Megadeth's. That might be a controversial opinion, but Ride the Lightning, like, I don't even know. I don't think you can get much better than that. Scattering Peace Cells is a perfect album. I agree with that too. Rust in Peace as well. Gun Totin' Hippie. I know that Peanut Arbuckle is your favorite MDE bit, right? It's a good one, but my favorite is Smokane 3. Or Tissue Box. Alex G. Vance, did you know who Frank Hassel was before Fish Tank? Have you seen the videos? Yeah, I definitely knew who he was. I had seen... I don't know if I had seen every video, but anything he put on YouTube, when he was still on YouTube, I saw. Yeah, I was definitely a fan before he showed up. Sir Max, live lawn mowing stream when? I need to, so, the thing about the lawn mowing stream, my lawnmower, we talked about this when we were looking for lawnmowers. My lawnmower has a cord. It has a cord. You wouldn't believe the anger and frustration that manifests from having a corded lawnmower. I had never heard of such a thing. I had never even heard of such a thing. But it's corded. I need 4 extension cords too. It needs extension cords. It's a nightmare. So, I would love to do a lawn mowing stream, but I mean, maybe it would be funny just for everybody to watch me scream and yell at this cord as I'm pushing this mower with a cord draped around my shoulders, and I'm backing up, and I'm about to run over this cord with the blades. And I'm like, fuck! Maybe that would be funny. Maybe it would be good. We'll have to see when the lawn grows back. I just mowed it a little bit ago. Archvile, what do you think of Soil Work? I think I like a number of Soil Works work, and their singer is insanely good. What's his name? Bjorn something? He's insane. Scatterbrain says Ulrich equals technically good, not creative. I kind of disagree. I think he's creative, but not technically good. Leo says he's fine. Talking about Lars Ulrich, I'm assuming. He's fine, but his real talent is structuring the songs. Yes. Sean D, look at your chat. It's comforting to know you and Simon were the only ones with normal fans. Go to a Josie or Letty stream. Straight weirdos. Uh-oh. I've seen some weird stuff. Some weird stuff. But I think we here are normal and cool. We're cool, normal people. And I think we can take pride in that. You know what I mean? I like you guys. I've seen some weird stuff. I've seen some weird fans that they're a little scary, I won't lie. But the people here were normal, cool, well-adjusted people. Rage Against the Anal Bees with $5. A corded lawnmower is like a lawnmower with an extra chromosome. That's the best way to put it. That's really the best way to put it. somebody, I lost it, but somebody said thoughts on Ween, favorite song or album or something like that. They saw the poster. Favorite Ween song is probably Piss Up a Rope, and my favorite Ween album is 12 Golden Country Greats. But every Ween album could be my favorite at a certain point in time. But I would say that is the one I've come back to the most. Chocolate and Cheese, The Mollusk, Quebec. Like they just have endless material. Let's see here. Sean D, why would you buy that? The Corded Mower. So I didn't buy it. It was, I just ended up with it. You know, you just kind of end up with stuff sometimes. I ended up with it, and I've had to use it for the past year or two. Mikey Woods, might as well go full Sweet Anita and start cutting the grass with scissors. That's true. Is Sweet Anita the Tourette's girl? Now, the cutting grass with scissors thing, I think that was a Smosh bit originally. Like in 2005 or 2006, I remember seeing a Smosh skit where he was cutting the lawn with scissors. I think that's where that started. Do you guys remember classic? Like, I think Smosh was probably the first YouTube anything I saw. Like in 2006 or something. Dark Vance talks Smosh, says the unemployed smoker. Old Smosh, like, I mean, I haven't revisited it. I don't know if it holds up, but I just remember, like, it was just fucking classic, you know. Sass says Smosh. Yeah. I wasn't that into Fred, but you know. Boxman. Amy, you're just basically a floating face and hands right now. Ooh, EBN wrong says Balloon Shop was good too. Balloon Shop was the best. Blam says Clay World, he was the best too. Robert Benfer. Yeah, Balloon Shop and Robert Benfer were like my favorite channels growing up. Insanely good. Like you cannot recapture the feeling of Balloon Shop. You can't. That was just such a time. You cannot recapture that feeling. I wish YouTube was like still that good. Sean says, I think you need to ignite the Ethan stealing drama. If he picks up on it, it would be huge and hilarious. I might do that. Once, yeah. I feel like doing like a drama bit would be funny. I kind of tried to do that with the Lyle thing. I mean, I still probably will. Speaking of Lyle, so Toad PhD, I don't know if people know about him. So I found out on a stream that Lyle also, he mainly stole from Toad PhD. I think he took I don't know, concept, but his broader idea. And I'm going to be going on Toad PhD's show, I think on Thursday, to talk about it. Yeah, and people ask me like, is the Lyle thing a bit? It's like this. They're like, it's not that similar. What the fuck are you talking about? Crook 9000. How you doing, Mr. Vance? I've not told anyone about the stream. The secret is safe. Thank you, crook. You're no crook in my eyes. The Smosh movie was legendary. I didn't watch the Smosh movie. I'm done. A couple buddies of mine met Lyle in Norway. Could have told him, and they could have had a nice discussion with him. That would have been cool. Okay, so did you see the video where someone confronted? Yeah, I did see that. I did see that. And he was like, I don't know. His reaction was kind of weird. He basically said no. Vance, you should slam Rainiers with only use me blade? I can't even tell. My monitor sucks. I can't tell what letters those are. Okay. Only use me blade. What does he do? Looks like a guy that would slam Rainiers. He looks happy. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we'll get into touch with him. And we'll get into touch with Use Me Blade and we'll slam some Rainiers. AB says we need to give Vance a Rainier fish toy on Sundays. I agree with that. I agree with that. He's a lol cow that gets drunk. Okay, yeah. ADT says, what about FND Films? They were a lesser-known sketch comedy group, but very original, untainted, and just radiated being stand-up guys. FND Films. I have not heard of them. Let's see. Or maybe I have a little... Maybe I've seen some stuff here and there, but... Let's see. No, I don't know if I don't know. Have not seen them. Doesn't look familiar, but I might watch this shit. I like classic YouTube shit. Is just like, it's the best. It's the best. People are talking about his legs. And yeah, the music. Yeah, this is a little more intense song. So anyway, now that we're an hour into this, Leo says, I love early animation YouTube, nothing tops that. Yeah, early, yes, exactly. Oh yeah. Cody Ferguson, Yosis, The Legend of Dragoon OST. No, this is a cover of Gift Horse by Protest the Hero that I did. Anyway, I had something planned for this. What the fuck was I gonna do? Oh yeah, well okay, so yeah. Molecule Forest Fire 101, yeah. Okay, so basically people that weren't aware of the Rainier situation, this is basically what happened. I feel like I gotta... Let's turn the song down. So, we were having some difficulties during the week. So as you know, I'm sponsored by Rainier. We got the sponsor thing going. They sent me 30 cases when I got out of the fish tank. They said, look, we want you on our team. We want you to promote the product on your stream. We think, you know, you're a local guy. We think you can, you know, they wanted me to push the product, drink it on stream, promote it, that kind of thing. So I was, and I made some tweets about it, talking about how great of a drink it is. And then there was one stream, it was the last secret stream. I wasn't drinking one. I wasn't drinking a Rainier, and I thought because it was the secret stream they wouldn't find out. And turns out they were watching, and we went through this whole fiasco, back and forth, emailing on the stream, and then we sorted it out. You know, when the stream was over, I was calling them. I was like, look, misunderstanding. Look, I'm drinking one on the stream here. Like, you know, I tried to rectify it. All good, right? And then, what was this, like the next day? Let me see. I think it was like literally the next day or maybe 2 days after. I went to a Mariners game, and, you know, I'm just at a Mariners game, like trying to enjoy my time, trying to just have a good time. And then I get this email, and it says, Vance, this is Rainier Brewing Company. One of our associates spotted you at T-Mobile Park this evening and noted you were drinking an unknown substance with a yellow hue. Clearly not Rainier beer. This violates sections 224, paragraph 7 of your sponsorship contract, which clearly states that you must consume a Rainier beer and promote the product anytime you're in a public setting where points of purchase for Rainier are available. Now, so I didn't know this. I didn't know I had to do this. And attached below, blatant photo evidence of me breaking it. And they're like, if you don't rectify this, blah, blah, blah. They had problems with me before. And this was, you know, they saw me. That was me at the game. I won't lie. And they got, yeah, you can see. And it's a lemonade, okay? It's a lemonade. I'm not trying to bullshit. I'm going to man up. It's a lemonade. But here's the thing. Here's what they don't know. So, at this game, this lemonade was a gift. This wasn't for me. This was for my sister. I was just carrying it. I was just carrying the lemonade. I wasn't drinking it. Look, it's filled to the brim. It's filled to the brim. And on top of that, I lost my credit card. I couldn't buy anything after this. I couldn't buy anything after this. I bought the lemonade, and I couldn't buy anything else. And so they sent me this. It's like, well, gee whiz, I would have if I had my card. And so I sent a tweet out saying, please, if you're at the game, you got to buy me this Rainier so I can make a post. They were on my ass, but we sorted it out, and we still got the deal going. We do still have the deal, and we're good. We're good. And I read the contract. I had to. People saying you got to read the contract. I had to go back and read it. I ended up reading the whole thing. I know the rules now. And look, I know this isn't a good look. I know that this is a bad look. I get what this looks like. I know what this looks like. And you can tell by the look on this person's face that the situation is not good. The situation, it just wasn't, you know, I messed up. It was a blunder. It was a blunder. But we patched things up, me and Rainier. We got over it. We're moving on. I'm still drinking on the stream. I'm pushing the product. I'm promoting the product. I hope you all have a Rainier in your hands, just like I do. Just like I do. And if you don't, I hope it's because you're on the East Coast or something. And eventually, I hope that you end up with a Rainier. Dylan, she looks like she's done with it all. Yeah, look, it was a bad situation. And that I feel like that lady could tell. Yeah. And, okay, here's another. So, here's more. This is like, I think this is the guy from Red Letter Media or something. And then this guy's like, shucks. Now this, like, I'm pretty sure before this picture was taken, he looked over to his left, saw me. He probably knew me from the show. Saw me, was aware of the sponsorship. It saw me with the lemonade. And it's just like, hey, wouldn't want to be him. And yeah, I get it. And so I apologized to Rainier. And I'd like to, I guess I should make another, you know, just to make sure we're all good, do another public apology. Rainier, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I wasn't holding up my end of the deal. I didn't read the contract well enough. But I read over the whole thing. And I'm going to do better from now on. I got a Rainier right here. Okay? That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Sean D, I would have held the second apology for the next 30 cases. Sean, we appreciate you in the stream. The kid in the blue hat is taking a photo of you to post on Reddit. Where is he? Where is that kid? You know what? I think you're right. Look at this kid laughing. Look, the joy on his face. You can tell this is the posture and the. You can tell this kid is like preparing to post me on Reddit and have a good laugh about it. And he's going to have a good laugh about it too. Braven says he's farming karma. Karma farmer. Ronald says that's a fish tank fan in the wild. Yeah. I don't know if he was Vance pilled. He might be a Morrow bro or something. But anyway, whatever. We can't dwell on the haters. Invader Tron says he looks like a mod for r/fish tank. He probably is. Hi, Claudia says he posted it on r/bald goths. Never relax, always have a Rainier beer in hand, says Neon Hearts. Grit says, will you play Halo again soon? I will do it. I'd like the next Halo stream to be with Frank Hassel. We'll have to coordinate that. Indus says there's only like 6 Morrow Bros. Damn. Cody Ferguson says Morrow Pox. I Claudius says the only time I had my heart broken watching Fish Tank was during Morrow's downfall when he came back as a freeloader and ruined everything. Damn. Waterboard says, Vance, I used your song in a skate video. Can you copyright claim me? I think I saw that. I ain't gonna. No, you're good. Unless you want me to. Then I'll do it. Oh, yeah. So, the crazy thing about that was when he was a contestant, and it was like the early days, I didn't get to know him at all. And I don't know, I don't know why exactly. I guess just the circumstances, and he was kind of a background guy, and I was kind of a background guy, you know what I mean? I don't know. But we didn't really talk at all until he came back. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't really wanna. We won't talk about it. EBN wrong says Vance/Lance stream when? Ask Lance. Message Lance about it and see what he says. Rushner says you keep showing the cam but aren't frinking it. Unfortunately, this Rainier is done. But you know what that means. One of my favorite times of the day is when it's time to get a second Rainier. And that time is now, but I will leave you while I'm gone for maybe 20 seconds. I will leave you with let's see, what would be good? I'll leave you with this image. The telling, oh shit, where'd it go? The telling evidence. And I will be right back. And we have returned. God damn, these headphones. Ronald says, if there are 6 Mario Bros in the world, I am one. There you go. No, yeah, like I don't have anything against Mario. I think the thing I was trying to get at was he was gone for so long that I thought that he was like aware of the humor and the things that were going on. Like I thought he would be in on a lot of the jokes, a lot of the bits. And I don't know. Like maybe he was just like drunk or I don't know. But I was surprised when like I would try to do a bit with him and it would just completely backfire. Yeah, Leo, it's funny him going psycho on you for asking a question. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It was... So, I think it was Taxon brought me into a room and said, like, it's a clear, like, setup, like a bit setup. Basically said, like, you should talk to Morrow about his bias against disabled people. Obviously, like, it's just a bit. Like, that's ridiculous, right? And so I brought it up to him. And I was very, very surprised at his reaction. I was immediately like, wait. Like, you were on the outside for so long. Like, you should know. Like, what's going on here? I don't know. But, you know, I don't want to, like... I still don't know much about him. So, like, I'm not trying to, like, shit talk him or anything like that. I was just surprised at that moment specifically. That was like I was just very surprised. Who's going to be the one up at 4 a.m. for a stream? Vance or Lance is the question. True, because he's in Australia. One of us... Yeah, it's going to be hell for one of us. Mikey said he went full Daniel, I'm not a plant on you. Yeah, it was a weird moment. But, you know, he'd been drinking. Like, you know, people... I don't want to... Look, people do things that maybe weren't the best in the moment. Especially in that show. Like, a simple mistake or a simple miss or like a misstep can follow you. So I don't really want to like harp on him about that because like I don't know. It's yeah. I would. It's a weird situation to be in, and I feel like people really shouldn't give too much shit to the contestants for things here and there like that were probably, you know, that like they just missed. It was a miss. You know? Cause trust me, like we all do shit like that in our real lives, and like he just happened to be on stream and everybody watching, which is unfortunate. Brown Asta says, is there a lot you can't talk about on Fish Tank? I feel like the contestant streamer are hesitant to answer questions. I mean, there is a contract. There is an NDA. I don't know. Like, if I see stuff in it, like, I don't know. I feel like nobody's really asked anything that's like, I don't know, that I can't answer. If there's something I feel like I can't answer, I won't answer it, or I'll be like, you know, probably should keep it on the hush, but you know. Levy says, I'm straight up drinking vitamin R right now. The best vitamin there is. Vitamin R. Oddchalk13, you just caught him in the wrong time. He's not a bad person for it. You didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, exactly. Like, he's not. And trust me, that show can do things to your mind. And I get it, like, because I think I was kind of known as a, like, I mean, I was definitely known as somebody that was scheming, and, you know, somebody you couldn't trust, because I was kind of playing the show as if it was Survivor or something. So I don't blame him for, like, thinking the way he did in that situation, thinking I'm trying to, like, fuck him over. But the thing I didn't get, like, I was trying to level with him and be like, dude, you're not a contestant. Like, it's, like, I don't know. I just thought it was clear that it was a bit. Rage Against the Anal Bees with $5. If everything I ever did drunk was recorded live on stream for thousands of people, let me tell you, there would be a few less JFK documentaries. Okay, so official, he was just drunk. Yeah, like, come on. Yeah, I agree. I agree. People are talking about the lanyard. Dylan Ingo says, drinking makes the special more special. I feel really special when I'm drinking Rainier. Ooh, the Archvile says, gotta go, Vance. Got a lady friend calling. If you catch my meaning, lol. Have a good one, buddy. God bless. The Archvile. We salute you. We salute you. Solid Shot says, Letty convinced him to argue with you. Is that what that was? Was that why? I feel like that's not why. I don't think that was why. Could be wrong. I haven't looked at clips. If that's true, okay. Whatever. Makes more sense. Okay, Waterboard's asking about the plant ordeal. I can't say anything about that. Come on now. Now, yeah, see, somebody asked, can you know, they're hesitant to say, I can't talk about the plants. Come on. Dylan Ingo, lady friend about to get sausage and a stack of taters. A sack of taters. Highest IQ, you've not changed the channel at. I know, I haven't done that yet. I know. .420 Demon Spawn asks if we can get a Let's Go Please. So here's the deal with the Let's Goes, especially now. So I know in the fish tank I was yelling, screaming, let's go here and there. But outside the fish tank, I'm a performer and I have to sing. I sing music quite often. And screaming like a maniac wears the vocal cords down. And to sustain my career, I cannot give proper let's goes unless $500 is donated. Then I can give a proper let's go. I'll stand up. I'll scream at the top of my lungs. I'll do the whole thing. I'll do it just like I did it on the show, maybe even better. But if it's not that price, I can't do it. And I you understand, right? My singing career would be over if I just did it willy-nilly. Rush Nerd with $5. You won't fool me. Now that the tank is done, and with the power of vitamin R, you have the hooks in us. W/Lance, you will be unstoppable. Now with the power of vitamin R, anything is possible. I will say, Rainier has the hooks in me. We'll keep it at that. Let's read some of these here. Drinking vitamin R. Leo says, I remember certain moments where you would go to your room and just sit there and I would think, damn, he's losing it. Haha, what were you feeling? If it was past, if it was after the camping challenge, I probably was losing it. Anything before that was just, I wasn't losing it. But after the camping challenge, I definitely was feeling worn down, unenergized, unmotivated, and I can probably just chalk it up to lack of sunlight, being trapped with the same people, like just being trapped. Feeling trapped is not like it sucks. Like imagine being trapped in your own house for, I mean at that point it was what, like 20 days? Stay inside for 20 days and I guarantee it's not fun. And that's basically what was going on. That's what I was feeling too. And also just not knowing what's going on the outside. Not knowing if my girlfriend's okay, if my family's okay. You know, just not knowing shit like that was getting to me. Scatterbrain, can we talk about how great my wife is, Betty? Betty, so I think I maybe talked to Betty once about deathcore, and that's like the only interaction I had with her. But, oh no, that's not true. Okay, no. So Betty, I think I was honestly a little hard on Betty when I don't think I should have been. I think she came in at a time where I was just I don't know, it was probably day 30 or something. I was getting worn down, and especially they kept bringing in freeloaders, which it does wear you down, and it is as much as I know from an outsider perspective that this is funny and this is good for the show. It is annoying when people are being brought in all the time, and she was just one of those people that was brought in, and it's nothing against her. I was just kind of, my patience was wearing thin at that point, and I think I was a little hard on her when I probably shouldn't have been. But I do so. She did a lot in the short time she was there, which I respect that. And I do. So another thing. So she did her thing. She was flashing the camera and shit like that, and. One thing I did really respect is that she said, when it happened, eventually she was like, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore because Vance has a girlfriend, and I would be mad if my boyfriend was here and a girl was doing this. When she said that, I did, like, I don't know. I appreciated that a lot. I did. I thought that was cool. And so, like, I don't know. I haven't spoken to her. But I think I was hard on her during the show. I was probably said some things that, like, I don't know. I have nothing against her, and I did really appreciate when she said that, and stopped doing that. Rage Against the Anal Bees, $5. Never take a redacted-ish doctor away from his camp. Sean says Betty being drunk at the PSATs was her best moment. That was pretty funny. That was funny. Waterboard, are you allowed to talk about Simmons? I think so. There's nothing really to say. Like, I don't know. Like, what can be said? They're saying he knew about his silly ability to set it up. I don't know about that. I don't think that's true. Oh, Sean, what I mean, like, you're saying I wasn't hard on anybody. What I mean is I was dismissive, maybe, or paid no mind, didn't put any effort into reaching out, into you know what I mean? Shit like that. That's what I mean. Cody says, I always suspected that Sylvia and unironically Vance were the plants. Sylvia has Sam hide in the beginning of her music video, and Vance's music is exactly what Sam looks for as far as music goes for MDE. I cannot talk about the plant situation. And Sean says, I can't believe the plant thing is still going. I'm behind on these chats, but Jean Co says, making the vocal cords crunchy. Exactly. The Let's Goes. They make the chords crunch. Happy says, Vance finally got the neat experience. I did. Fish Tank was definitely the neat experience, and it's not something I'd like to experience again. Oh shit, Rainier Brewing. Okay, is it? Show the can more. We've been over this. Okay, well, just in case, that's the can. That's the can. Riley says, Vance, what was boxing with Gold Striker like? It was a lot of fun. I want to start getting real serious about boxing. Oh, there's Scott. There's Scott Sullivan. As I talk about boxing, I want to get real serious about boxing. I was boxing with my friend and my brother the other day, and I want to get serious about it. I think I could be good at it. I think I could, if I have like proper training and everything. Scott, if you're in the chat, like, I was gonna ask. I mean, I'll send you a message. I gotta word it the right way, without Rainier in my hand. Mion Willoughby. Are you working on any new music? So it's music. The music I'm working on has not been released, but it's music that I've been performing for the last year. So it's not new to me, but it's new to anybody that hasn't like seen me live. And a few songs that haven't been played live, like maybe 3. At least that's the release that's going to be coming out first. I have 3 albums in total that I'm working on currently. One is basically completely written. That's going to be coming out soon, maybe in like a month. And then the other 2 are like halfway written. Rainier Brewing Company says, sorry for snapping at you during that conference call earlier. It wasn't our intention to make you cry. It's okay, look, I understand. Like, I get it. I get it, but just know that, like, I'm doing my best here, and, like, when you're following me around, it's like, you know, but look, we talked about it. Rainier, I love it. Over and done with, right? It's done with. Raising us to Anal Bees with $5. Say what you will about Simmons, but at least he taught a real martial art like Tai Chi. You cannot defend with mere boxing against a Tai Chi master. That's true. When he's going like this, if I were to just punch him in the face, it would not go. It would just go right through him. AB, did you know Sam and Jet playing the girlfriend bit against you in 2 minutes on camera? I didn't know that part, but like I knew it was a bit. The shitty thing about that I was so like that shit that was probably my biggest mistake in the whole show. Was that and because I knew it was a bit, but when there's something like a setup like that, I was assuming they wanted something out of me, and I thought that would help me because they were setting it up, and I thought it would help me to play into the bit, but I don't think it did. I think it did the exact opposite. Yeah, no, I shouldn't have harped on it as much as I did with that thing. And but I was legitimately worried that they would say, so the bit was that my girlfriend was on social media talking bad about the show, saying all these things about the show, which wasn't true. I knew that wasn't true. What I was worried about was people hearing it, not noticing that it was a bit, and thinking she's actually doing that, and then attacking her for it, which did happen. And that's what I was worried about. But, you know, it is what it is. I shouldn't have harped on it as much as I did on the show. I should have just kind of let it pass, but I thought they wanted something out of me. I don't know. It was a miss. It was a big, big miss. Ruby Sparks, by the way, I still don't know who were the 2 people with secret missions in the imposter challenge. That was so long ago, man. I don't know either. I don't know. Like, I haven't even, like, looked up who they even were. I don't know. Cosmic Corsair, how hard does Josie hit for real? She hits hard. She hits hard. She hit me in the face, like legitimately, in the living room. Sean D, you should fight Lyle and Ethan at the same time. That would be good. I should do that. I don't think either of them would fight anybody, but if they do, it should be me. Oh, he's so Carl says Daniel's secret mission was to pour chili on the bed. It was a banner on the site too. Okay, so there's that one. I didn't know that. So Damien, okay. Okay. I thought he would be too obvious to be the secret mission thing. No Scrubs said I ducked up and now I'm on a quadratic path. That's the wrong path to be on. You gotta be on a linear path. Like this. Like that. Spineless says Vance had me on Discord, and then Cody says Vance don't get on Discord at all. Yeah. And then Sean says secret missions were fake. That's kind of what I figured too, but we had to give guesses, right? People were so yeah, when that whole thing was going on, yeah, I don't fucking know. Just people were going nuts for that. Like, the contestants were going nuts over that secret mission thing, and I just was like, dude, like, please, just relax. Alex Paseka says, man, you need to do old school RuneScape dailies. Indus says old school RuneScape is for silly billies. That's not true. That's the opposite of the truth. AB says the secret missions, there was the immunity vote, there was the second presidential debate, a lot of things were deliberately dropped. That's true. Yeah, I was so ready to do the second presidential debate and redeem myself, but it never happened. And the vote, I was still undecided who I was going to vote for, so I'm kind of glad they didn't do that vote, because I think that would have fucked up my gameplay in the end. I think it would have, because I wasn't sure to vote for it. I couldn't decide between giving it to an ally or giving it to Letty, because I thought nobody else would give it to her. So she would have one, and then I would hopefully get the rest. I couldn't decide between those two tactics. Jimmy John's many bits were dropped for convenience and a comedy aspect. Yeah, like, if, you know, when other things happen, other things get less important. Like, I knew kind of why things are being dropped. Momo, you guys almost killed Frank, Chris, and Brandon, did we? Neon Hearts, can you talk about how you slipped after all that walking when Josie won? So I think, like, I just was stepping backwards, and the shoes I had were not, they had no traction, and it was a particularly wet piece of trash, soaked in God knows what that I stepped on and just slipped on. And it wasn't anything crazy. It's not like so I was pushing her, she was pushing me. I've talked about this before, I'll talk about it again. We were pushing each other the whole time. But it was more like applying pressure. We weren't shoving. There was a point where I couldn't take the pain of the weight, and I said, "Josie, I'm sorry." I shoved her quite a bit, but I immediately I couldn't follow through with it, and it I shouldn't have done it in the first place, but I shoved her, and then she started shoving back, and that was like that was the point where I was against the fridge or something like that. And I at that point I really realized if I'm gonna win this, it's gonna be legit. It's gonna be something like she slips, like what happened to me. And that if I had won in a different way, in an aggressive, I push her way, shove her way, I don't know if I don't think I would have respected myself for it, and I don't think the audience would have respected me for it either, which was a big part of the game, right? So there's that. But no, I just slipped. She didn't do anything crazy. She applied pressure at the right time. Okay, let's get caught up here. Neon Heart says my BF spent 50 tokens on Simmons' vote for president. Sorry, Vance, he did it behind my back. Dump him. Scott Sullivan, MMA. What up, Scott? Probably been asked this by now, but who is your favorite fish, and would you come back as a freeloader or for some kind of challenge / shark stuff? Oh man, my favorite fish. I don't think I can pick a favorite fish. That's I just don't think I can. I would say fuck, no. I don't think I can. But I would say the Team Evil, the original 4 alliance, me, Damiel, Sylvia, and Josie. That group is probably I have the most positive feelings towards that group. And then John, probably not too far behind. I like John. And yeah, you know, it's just I talk to them the most, you know. I talk to them a lot, and I hope to do more stuff with them outside the tank. And me and Sylvia are talking about music. We're getting something going with music pretty soon. Hopefully a tour. Hopefully a tour very soon. And then would you come back as a freeloader for some kind of challenge, shark stuff? I would come back for however I'm needed. I have some ideas on, you know, how I could come back, but I'll leave it up to them. But I'm definitely up for it. AB says, particularly wet piece of trash is the name of my band. It's a good name. Laughing Bean says, the presidential stuff was dropped because you stopped listening to the rules. What, were there rules for that? I didn't know. Mom says, it felt like the whole house was covered in oil. It did. Momon with $2. I mean, how did you guys make the house so slippery? Dude, I don't know. Like, I mean, there was trash on the ground every night. And then to make up for the trash, people would mop every night. So there was either soap and water on the floor, or there was just like wet trash. So that's basically it. Yeah, it was extremely slippery. AB, I don't think respect was much of the game, lol. It was a little bit of it. Yeah, no. And that's another thing. Looking back, yeah, like I would do a lot of things different looking back and knowing how the game works, especially from an audience perspective. Because like I was kind of playing the game as if it was Survivor, which, like looking back, was not the best strategy, but it got me to third place. But yeah, I would have done it a little differently. I wouldn't say I'd be a complete dickhead, but I wouldn't have been as as nice, I guess. Because it seems like that's not what people appreciated. That's not what got you to win. Well, no, I wouldn't say that because Josie won, but I don't know. I would have to think about it a little more. ST, I don't know if I can answer that one. Scott, it's like AIDS survivor. Who will be the first? Yeah. Mikey, how bad did you feel for Chris when he slipped down the stairs? I just couldn't believe that Letty did that to him. How could she do that to him? Making him slip with mind control powers. Canada says, ever traveled to Canada, Vance? I've been there twice. I was young, though. I think the last time I was there, I was probably 11 or 12. But I like Canada. Pirate, do you still have the book with all your evil plans that you showed us on the show? I do. I will, let me take a piss, and I'll come back and I can read some of those. Stay tuned. back. Let's see here. God's sake, did you notice John pouring oil down the sink drain every time he cooked? Hey, that's the government's problem. It's not his problem. It's the city's problem now. Okay, here's the notebook. Let me see if I can find, like, the section. Let's see. No scrubs. Vance, I miss your garage workouts. They're very inspirational. I might do some streams like that. My friend Dylan actually has a garage. We could maybe stream from the garage. Let's see. Let me get caught up on these. I want to read. Kitty now. Kitty wants in the room. Dylan said my boy Fatty didn't deserve that. It was fucked up. Okay, here we go. Okay, so excerpts from the notebook. First one, convince everyone that I was the sun baby from Teletubbies. That was the first one. Have sleep paralysis episodes, wake up screaming. I was going to do late night vocal exercises like scatting or metal screams. I was also going to drum in the middle of the night, and there was this one night where John was sleeping downstairs and I was going to do it, but I think the sharks kept coming upstairs and it just like wouldn't have worked because he was awake. Oh, okay, yeah. Casually keep mentioning somebody that isn't there. Like, I think Tony keeps eating all the chips or something, but there's like no Tony. I didn't do that one. I'll try to do ones that I didn't do. I'll try to say ones I didn't do at least. Raise my voice progressively in conversations. So just like normal conversation, but I keep getting louder and louder. Oh, you're from Bend, Oregon? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I love Bend, Oregon. I've been to Oregon many times. I'm from Washington. You know, shit like that. I should have done that one. Bark like a dog at the doorbell. I think I did that maybe once. Keep using the word collywobbles in conversations as if it's normal. Some of these aren't that funny reading them again. The glue thing. Oh, I was going to sleepwalk. Sleepwalk in quotes. Claim I can't do certain chores around the house because I just had surgery. And on top of that, I was going to pretend I couldn't do... I was going to pretend to have a heart attack to get out of doing a chore. And I think I kind of implemented that into like the Chris stand-up thing, which... it fell flat, but I was going to leave him there. Yeah, I don't know. That was kind of that was a big miss. I should have just left him there. Okay, I did all those. Oh, I was gonna pretend to be schizophrenic, and that ended up just being a challenge. So that worked out. I was gonna have a new personality every day, and so I was supposed to do that on like day 2, right? And I just dropped the ball on that one. I was gonna do laps around the house for exercise, and I was gonna be like very nonchalant, and I was gonna do it in like a John way, but John was already doing shit like that, so I was like, okay, this isn't really funny. This is kind of his thing. And then Josie immediately is doing laps around the house too, so like that one just, went out the window. Dylan Ingo, $5, but he only knew where my garage is at. Ignore the fake news. But he only know where my garage is at. Ignore the fake news. Ignore the fake news. Yeah, like, so a lot of these things were like things that John or Josie just did normally, which kind of ruined a lot of them, but that's okay. What made you so out of place, Vance, was you were the only normal person, says Sean. I don't think I was like, I'm not like normal, but normal in comparison. I agree with that. And yeah, like I thought I would go in there and be weird to these people, but it was the complete opposite. And then when I got there, I was like, oh, this is going to be easy to win. These people are weird, and I'm normal. And I lost because the opposite. Like, my downfall was that I was normal, which is ironic. I was gonna, okay, this was going into the schizo thing. I was gonna claim to be telepathically communicating with eliminated contestants or deceased relatives, and I was gonna use a random item as a phone to communicate with them. This is another one. I was gonna move my bed to random spots in the house or sleep in random spots in the house, but John did that on day 1, like sleeping on the floor or whatever. I was gonna like sleep just in weird spots, but like so many things weird to me were just normal immediately in that house. So a lot of these just like I couldn't do them. Yeah, pace around the house like a jungle cat and say I'm securing the perimeter. Josie did that, like, every day. Do the Kubrick stare at people. Oh, I was gonna have a sock puppet character. That would like say my true feelings. I could have done that one, but I don't know, didn't feel right after a while. And then I was going to, when I showed up, immediately, instead of learning the contestants' names, I was going to give them demeaning nicknames, and I wasn't going to call them anything else. Like I would, I don't even know what example that would be. Just like meeting Simmons and being like, oh hey, I'm gonna call you Chinese. You know what I mean? And not call him anything else. Rage Against the Anal Beast, $5. Vance is Dylan Adams. I did not storm the beaches of Normandy to be ignored by you. Please thank you for my service, and I may call off the hitman. Did I ignore you? Oh, Rage Against the Anal Beads with $5 says Vance is Dylan Adams. You're welcome in my garage anytime you want. I won't even charge you this time. Rage Against the Anal Beads / Dylan Adams. I'm very sorry that I missed that message. I do my best. Sometimes I miss one here and then, but I always go back. If I see you don't even need to send me. You can revoke that 5. You don't even need to send it to me through the super chat. You can just put it in the regular chat, and I'll see it eventually. I'm sorry about that. I wouldn't want to do that to you. Let's see. Let's go back and let's look at what I missed. Other than that. AB, little did you know Josie read your notebook and stole your bits. That would be cool. If she actually did that, that would be awesome. He's so called you were the straight man of the chaos. It worked so well. Thank you. Dylan, the Kubrick stare. You've never heard of the Kubrick stare? Cosmic Corsair says, damn, you'll saw your Kubrick stare bit. Those rhymes. Did he? I don't know. I don't know if he did. I didn't notice it, but he may have. He probably didn't steal it. But if he did it, I didn't notice. Leo, did you think they choose you in the fish tank to balance things out since everyone was a freak? Maybe. That's like, I kind of feel that way, yeah. That I was like the one kind of normal person out of a bunch of oddballs. But, so in my application video, I definitely was playing it up a little bit, but I think in my interview I was very myself. So I think they kind of knew what I was about from the interview. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they picked me for that reason, but it makes sense to me. Sean says, yeah. Telling Josie be proud, talk to Daniel about it's not okay, passport charges, be proud. Thank you, Sean. I don't know what's the Daniel it's not okay thing. I don't remember that. Spawn Connor says, Vance, you dropped your dogs. Super memes. Vance, do you keep your Rim account as a secret? I've never seen you give a shout out about your page. No, I don't keep it a secret. It's Braxton the Porcupine. No spaces. I just don't, it's just like a thing I don't know. Just never thought to talk about it. I mean, I've said it. No, I talked about it a few times in the show. But no, it's not a secret. I told people on the show to like send me recommendations that way. Aja PW987. Daniel did the Kubrick stare while locked and going in on Letty. Oh, in that room? Yeah, well, I mean, I was outside the room, so I couldn't see what was going on in there. I just heard. I just heard him yelling. Mr. Knight says, I hear kitty. Let's let the kitty in now. Kitty now. Come on in, kitty now. Come on now. She's in. She's in. Were there things other than phones that they wouldn't let you bring into the tank? Drugs. Like any device that could go online. I had an MP3 player that I wanted, and they said no. Yeah, just like basic stuff, nothing crazy. Get it now. There's get it now. Stepping on the keyboard. She's ending the stream. She's making it full screen. Super memes. I gave you a rec back when you were in the tank. We literally have the same taste in music. Hell yeah. I still haven't gone through all the recommendations on Rate Your Music. I haven't even scratched the surface on Rate Your Music. I just found out that on Instagram there are hidden message requests. Hidden ones. So now I'm going through those. I thought I had gone through most messages. Not most. It's tough. There's a lot. There's a lot to go through. But now there's hidden ones that I didn't know about. Secret ones, much like this stream. Get it now. I just saw one. I just saw something that caught my eye, but it went away. Oh, Sean says, you should ask us something. What do you want to know about something on the show? Okay. No, I'm sure there's something. Shit. Fuck. I mean, the things I want to know. Nah. I don't know. It's tough. Like, I feel like there's. If I don't know about it, and if it's something that I really don't know, I kind of like the mystery. But also at the same time, I do want to know, was the plumbing actually fucked? Because I don't think it was. For the camping challenge, I don't think it was. Or whenever they did that. I think it was the plumbing challenge. They said it was. Yeah, I knew he flushed the snake down the toilet, but... Really? Really? It really was. Wow. Okay, well that's cool. I thought it wasn't, and I probably did flush a toilet. Or like turned on faucets during that time. Because I didn't think they were serious. Damn. Jet said it almost ended the show catastrophically. Damn. Oh, shit. So it was fucking serious, it sounds like. Damn, Lord of the Pit, what's your time zone? I'm Pacific time, West Coast time. Damn. Chris Chan was supposed to be the bear during camping, but his car broke down. Is that true? No, that can't be true. Well, that's crazy about the plumbing. I didn't know that. That is crazy. Let's see. I feel like the things... Oh, Christian, not Chris Chan. Christian. Oh, okay, Chris. Okay, I don't know who that guy is. I didn't really watch. When I was eliminated, there was so much going on. I didn't really watch anything until I probably tuned in for like 10 minutes during the last challenge, and then like a little bit when I was in a Twitter space, and then somebody said that they were announcing the winner, so I turned it on. Yeah, no, I didn't really. So Chris Chin was like, he was a guy after I left, sounds like. Oh, he was Fatty's doppelganger, okay. Nano Ray, how old is your cat? She's 2? She's gonna turn 3, I'm pretty sure. She was born on 9/11. She was born on 9/11. And that's that. Leo says the Cage 2 was really rough to watch, barely funny. That I left at a good time. That's what I keep hearing. That's what I keep hearing. Hey, the outcome was good. The outcome was good. It's a long show. It's hard to maintain. It's hard to maintain magic for 42 days. I'll say that. Yeah, and the outcome was good, in my opinion. Leo, reminds me of that tragedy. No scrubs, didn't feel like watching when you got kicked. Thank you, man. Me neither. No, I'm just kidding. No, I just, like, there was just so much going on that I just could not even tune in. Like, I just couldn't. Get it now. Hikiko Mori Charlie says, terrible name for an airline. Waterboard. Vance, can I stream with you next stream? You're streaming with me right now, buddy. Waterboard. This is a waterboard stream. Waterboard X Vance. Maybe, did you see Letty wrote her part in Whoopies too? I did not see that. That's cool. I haven't been keeping up with a lot of things. Like I said, there's just so much going on. Nano Ray, is there anything you hope they'll do in season 2? I mean, I like. Get it now. I don't know. Like season, yo. Get it now. Alright now. Come on now. Hope they do for season 2. I hope they. I think it would be best. I think it would be best if they can manage to find people that have never watched the show, have like know nothing about them. Get it now. Like that would probably be the best show. Kitty, come on now. Hey now. Come on now. Okay. Alright now. Come on. God damn. She wouldn't give it up. She was on a mission. Shit. Okay. What was I going at? Things that I wish they would do for season 2. I think, like, I know it would be difficult, but if none of the contestants know about the show, that would probably be best. And obviously, like, I am, it's probably weird for me to say that because, like, I knew, like, I was at least aware a little bit, and most of the contestants were this time. But I think the way, and it worked this time, it did. Like, they figured out ways to maneuver it. But I think it would just be so much, if people were completely blind. Like, that's probably ideal, right? That would just be ideal. If they don't do that, it's not the end of the world. Like, trust me, it's still going to be good. It's still going to be, it would still work, just like it did the first time. That's probably the main thing, but, like, other things is just, like, bits here and there. Like, I don't have, I don't know, just bits, ideas. That would be funny. You know, Scrub says, I wish you got to see more of the Entity. True. I think I was the only person that saw the Entity, right? Or no, the Entity, okay, no, there was like the Resurrection or whatever. Rage Against the Anal Bees with $2. Favorite TTS? Fuck. Fuck, dude, I don't know. The ones with John's voice were probably the funniest. But I can't think of a specific one. But I know there were some that I was like cracking up over. Fuck, dude, I can't remember. I'm sure there's clips of like the best ones. But I did like the John voice. For season, Ronald McFunkytown says, for season 2, they should replace Stuart Little 2 with Stuart Little 1. That's the only thing they need to change. True. All the same contestants, all the same freeloaders, all the same bits, all the same challenges. Just replace Stuart Little 2 with 1. And there you go. Zach Blaze says, then you end up with several Morrows and the humor is off. Okay, so I'm assuming you're talking about bringing in people that don't know anything about him. I don't know if I don't think the humor would be off because John didn't know either. And you could argue that John brought the most to the show, at least in like the time he was there. If he was there longer, if he was there the whole time, he probably would have brought the most overall. But a lot of John's humor was that he didn't understand. You know, like when Ben says like he hates us, and John is like, earnestly, like, why do you think he hates us? Or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that, I don't think the humor would be off. Let's see. Breezy says it's gonna be hard to find people that haven't. Yeah, that's true, but it's possible, and it's. I don't think it's impossible to find people that. I don't think it's impossible. I don't think it's impossible, and obviously people are gonna look up the show or whatever. But I don't know. I mean, if there's a way for them to be like, for them to say that the show is called something else, then it could work. I don't know if they can legally do that, but that would be a way to do it. Or just not say what it is and just tell whoever's applying that we can't really tell you. That would be a way to do it. So Carl, the MDE fans in the show have a certain vibe that works well on camera. I agree with that too. Like, I think they can have a few, but if you have too many, then it might be a problem. Like, for me, it was... I was very aware of... I tried to be, at least, knowing when, like, I needed to be the butt of the joke. You know, like, I really did not want it to be obvious that I knew, because that would ruin it. Yeah. And I think a lot of people that knew about, on the show that knew, tried to do that as well. Dr. Bad with $5. I don't think it would be Morrow's. Sam and Jet were meticulous in picking the mix of people for the house. They said they did let Simmons in. LMAO. There you have it. Dr. Bad. Yeah, they, like, I'm sure, like, whoever applies, it's gonna be a good mix. Like I think they did a good job with casting this season, like the first season, and they'll do a good job of casting the next, whether it's people that are aware or not. Abby Black River $2 says hi. Hey. Sean says I don't know the show. Oh shit, where'd that go? Ah, come on. Come on now. Sean D says, I don't know, the show was better when you guys started to key in on what was going on, not as much when you guys were tricked. There you go. That's, yeah, it's, I don't know, it's tough. Wait, what? Is the music still on? Okay, yeah. Damn, we're getting deep into it now. Ooh, for them, Nano Ray says, for them to have unknown contestants, they'd have to hire contestants no younger than 40, which may honestly be funny too. That would be. That would be. I was kind of, so when I showed up and realized everybody was like the same age, I was a little surprised. I expected there to be like older people for some reason. But it did kind of make sense too. Because I'm sure they wanted people to get along, or not get along, but to interact and not feel weird about it. And if there's one 50-year-old with 7 20-year-olds, that might be weird. The yee haircut was pretty funny, says Braven Kamaka. Oh yeah. AB Vance, the tickle monster is waiting for you outside. Got me. That was a good one. I remember that one. Yeah, there were TTSs that kept saying like you should tickle Vance. I wouldn't say those weren't. I don't know. they were disarming, for sure. Mikey says there were a bunch of gold TTSs during Schizo. I agree. Odd Chalk, what was your reaction when the crew told you not to mess with Chris? When was that? I don't remember that. Oh, also, never mind. I won't say it. Yeah, no scrubs. The best /20s TTSs had more to do with the timing than the message itself. I agree with that. Garstank says, I was the TTS that wished you and Josie good luck in the kitchen just before you fake cancellation of the show. Glad you won. Thank you, Garstank. Thank you. Gravelord Sneedo with $5, sending his very first super chat. Gravelord, we appreciate you. We appreciate those $5. I love $5. Thank you. Leo says, Chris saved the fish tank the last weeks. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of agree with that. I think, like, when you spend 30 damn days with people, it's like there's I don't know, it's hard to, like, you don't even know what to say to people after a certain point, you know? And it's even harder when you realize, like, these aren't necessarily your friends. These are your opponents, right? Like, it's hard to be real, to be completely real in a situation like that, and to let your guard down. So I think that's why freeloaders are necessary. And Chris did Chris was the perfect freeloader. Get things stirred up again. Yod with $2. What's your favorite form of potato? It might be mashed. Mashed with some gravy and a poultry main dish, poultry side dish, mash, maybe some corn, but it's probably mashed. Gravelord Sneedo with another $5. Have you heard Black Tongue or Infant Annihilator? Also, do you like any hip hop? Meant to ask this in my last super chat, but I am retarded. Gravelord, that's okay. I'm retarded too. I have heard of Infant Annihilator. I don't know if I've heard of Black Tongue. I know the Mastodon song Black Tongue. I'll check them out. I'm not the biggest Infant Annihilator fan. I think they're kind of comedic in what they do, which is cool. It doesn't. I think they kind of came out when I stopped getting into that kind of music, or when I stopped seeking out that kind of music. So I'm not the biggest Infant Annihilator guy, but that can change. I gotta look more into it. And then do I like any hip hop? I do. And I'm not super knowledgeable about hip hop, but I do like hip hop. Of course, He's so Carl, $5. Guys, remember, he never learned to read past the 12th grade level. We got to keep that in mind. I feel like some people are forgetting. Some people are forgetting. That's okay. But yeah, I like hip-hop. I like Wu-Tang. I like Kanye. I like Nas. DJ Shadow. Yeah, I like, yeah. Yeah. But I'm not super knowledgeable. In, in comparison to other shit I like. EBN wrong. Are you allowed to show your audition video? I don't know. And I don't know if I would show it anyway. I feel like I missed a lot of these. Gravelord, your old vids are funny. Are you planning on making more comedy skits again? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so there are a few skits that I just haven't edited yet that I want to post. And I have some videos, that are ready to go that I haven't posted yet. And it's because it's like just the style feels a little derivative, and I might just want to redo it, especially now that I have now that there's more people watching. Feels like it matters, I kind of want to have my own style, at least as much as I can. Yeah, but yeah, there's a bunch of bits. I'm thinking of doing more shorter content, not full-blown sketches. Yeah, I don't know. Just seems like that's what people are liking nowadays. So I'll probably do that. But yeah, I'm always thinking of skits. I got a bunch of ideas. It's just a matter of filming them. Hikikomori Charlie says, what did you mean by even if I lose, I win? So, that, it truly is it was just like, even if I lost Fish Tank, I win. I would feel like I had won in a lot of ways. And I feel like I did. And it's just like, no matter what happens on the show, I know that my life is good, and I know that what's waiting for me on the other side is positive, and whatever happened in here is not going to affect what happens out there. And that's how I felt, and that's what that meant. And I thought no matter what, the show, just me being on it, would be a positive no matter what happened. And so that's what it means. If you take an L, turn it into a W. That's what that meant. And I felt like I did win in a lot of ways. Okay, I'm really behind on these. Senior and Crab, when are you going to collab with John? Maybe soon. Maybe soon. I'm going to Oregon for a show very soon. I got, there's something going on with that. I'll probably talk about it later. Jake Smith, you've created a based community, Vance. Latta, we've got your back. Thank you. I hope I have, and I'm liking. I like this. This is good. This is evidence that I've won, in my opinion. I like this community. Everybody. It seems it's very positive. It's funny. It's entertaining. It's good. It's all good. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate all you guys. For real. Raven Kamaka, please let John stage dive at your Portland show. I hope he does. Sean's, what are you going to do with John? Climb a tree? Maybe. Fight a bear? Lord Tashanka says, not committing toaster bath after fish tank is a W by itself. Yeah. Committing toaster bath. But yeah, no, like I felt like I won, and when I came home, like it was the truth, you know. And you know, I don't know. People think people can call it cope. You can say whatever it is. But it's like it's not cope when you're changing. Like, having a positive mindset is not coping. It's thriving. It's all you can do. It's how you get through whatever. And it's good. Like, it will never hurt you. And that's kind of what I was talking about with that. Sean D says, just don't be afraid to fail. No. And it's not being afraid to fail. It's like, if you do fail, it's okay. You pick yourself up and you get back to it. And that's included in what I was talking about. You know, you take an L. You know, you fail, technically, but you spin it around. Like, how can you turn that into something positive? Dylan Ningo says, Tribe is one of the best groups. Tribe Called Quest. Yes, indeed. AB says, speaking of chat, when Vance was snapping a towel at the camera, the chat was going, youch, stop it, Vance. And that cracked me up. That sounds pretty funny. Sean D says, you see the chat right now? This is what we would do for hours at this time when it was boring. I mean, that sounds like it sounds cool. Like, I do really like this group and this, like, you know, somebody was talking about the community, and, you know, it's good. This is a good community. Alright, music's still going. It is good. Sean, the first fake ending, I think you said that everyone don't try to contact me outside the show to everyone. Yeah. Nor Attic says, so you had a Menti bee before the Schizo Challenge. Was that a real Menti bee? No, I didn't have... No, it wasn't. Anything, like... the Schizo Challenge was... No, there was nothing real about that. But, I mean... The realest part was when it was over, and I realized that I had expended so much energy, and I was so drained that I couldn't do the next act, which is when I had no legs and I was like the war vet. That was the realest part of that. Okay, let's go back down here. Grave Lord Sneedo with $5, and I'll probably wrap this up in 5 minutes here. Favorite between the Buried in Me and Death Grips albums? I want to guess Alaska and Money Store. Money Store? I would say, yeah, it's probably Money Store. It is probably money store for death grips or ex-military. And if, between the Buried and Me, it's the entire Parallax. Not just two, but like the first EP and the full album. The entire Parallax. Rage Against the Anal Bees with $5. You won me over with the drum chops and Mr. Bungle early on. The impression of me during the Schizo Challenge was the cherry on top. You know me so well. Fuck, what was that? I did an impression of you? Wait, who are you? Who are you? Yeah, he says powers that be. That's close. That's probably a close second. Breezy says, is your GF going to allow you to have a reunion with everyone? What? So, okay, that's one thing that is really strange. Is I keep seeing all these things about my girlfriend saying that she's not letting me do these things or whatever, which is crazy because like nobody knows anything about her. You really don't. It's just strange. It's really weird. It's really weird to see people make up stuff about somebody that they know literally nothing about. Actually, nothing. Fish Tank says, didn't you block Letty though? No, I haven't. Just teasing me. Yeah, it's okay. No, yeah, I get it. Like, so during the show, I get it, right? Like, I'm supposed to be fucked with on the show. But like, show's over. It is over. And, you know, people, like, I don't think people, like, it's okay. It's, like, most of the stuff I've seen is like, she'll leave you for this, or she's gonna leave for this, and it's like, it makes me feel bad. Like, I mean, it doesn't make me feel bad. It's just like, it's clear that people aren't, like, they've never experienced like a strong relationship. You know what I mean? Like somebody that, and they've maybe never met, maybe never been with a woman that is like pure-hearted, which sucks. I don't like that. I wish everybody could have that. But no, it's just strange to me. And I guess I'm lucky, right? Like, I guess, I don't know. I guess I'm lucky to not think of immediately the negative. What if the show isn't over? What if you wake up and you're still in the tank? Did you ever leave? Did you ever get out? Says V. We'll never know. We'll never know. Cheddar Mozzarella says, what's up, Pill? What's up, Cheddar? Tony Manblast says, I don't know who you are, but I subbed because that Johnny Bravo video you made years ago. Tony Manblast, thanks for showing up. That's a blast from the past. That's a man blast from the past. Still in the simulation. Says yay. He says you have to wake up, you have to get out. You're still in the fish tank. You need to wake up, take the Vance pill and wake up. Malcolm Sex. Do you like Guided by Voices? I do. AB, does the hat have a backstory? Or is it just your favorite hat? It does have a backstory. I might have to save that for another stream. Because this one's dragging on maybe a little bit. Leo says, all these accounts are just producers messing with you. Gravelord, can you talk about the World Peace 2 Shoot It All? I'm not sure what I can say. I won't say anything about the sketch itself. But I mean, I kind of talked about it already. Like, I'm just gonna be repeating myself, but it was surreal. Everybody was extremely nice. I was very, like, I had been on film sets before. This one was the most. Everybody was relaxed. No one was like frantic, freaking out about shit, which is usually the case on a film set, in my experience. And everybody trusted in everybody to do their job. And even if, like me, I just showed up and they didn't just seemed like they trusted me, and they trusted everybody there, that they knew what they were doing, and that they could do it well, which was crazy to me, just considering the other film sets I had been on, where it's like a constant battle. All right, I will wrap this up. I'll read a few more of these chats. Neurotic. Maybe I worded that poorly. I just meant fame. With fame comes attention. Without attention can come unwarranted kind of attention. Yeah, true. No, yeah, like I get that. That's just like one of the most surprising things to me was like the things painted about somebody that nobody knows anything about. That's and I get that comes with fame, but it was just weird. It's just weird stuff. Hat story. It's not even like a crazy story, but this is getting long. This stream. Rage Against the Anal Bees with $5. Of course I am a producer. What kind of an idiot would name himself Rage Against the Anal Beads? We don't know. We don't know, but he's a producer. Malcolm Sachs says, Vance, wake up, solid dream, you're in second place, and you and Josie have to hold the chair again, and this time it's whoever moves first loses. God damn. No scrubs. I smoke a cig with Vance. I don't know about the rest is a fish. You can smoke. You can smoke. Do you think the Mariners are going to make the playoffs? Nah, I don't know, Albie. Hopefully. Cody, God bless you. People are weird, says Neurotic. Yeah, they're weird. That's okay. Everyone's a little weird, but Neurotic, are you Jewish? No. Lord says, I just wrote my Vance pill bill. If you find one, it came from me or Jake. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. AB says, whip it down. We're winding down. Leo says, little kooky. We're winding down. Hit EBN wrong. How much do I have to donate for you to show your audition clip? It'd be a hefty fee. It would be a hefty fee. I won't lie. Okay. We didn't even get into the Zepp stories. But that's okay. Maybe I'll save that for the next late night stream. The Zep stream. The Zep stream. But this was a good secret little stream we did. Leo says like $7. Alright. Okay. We'll wind it down. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you had a good Father's Day. I know I did. We'll do this again. Oh, Daniel Gregory just sent $5. Is it sipping on some Mount Gay rum? Enjoy a shot yourself there, Vance. Hey, Daniel Gregory, thank you for that $5. I'll take a sip for you. Maybe I'll open up another Rainier after this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And we'll do this next time. So, the schedule, the tentative schedule. Wednesdays, sometime in the early afternoon, Pacific time, 3 or 4 is what I'd prefer. 3 or 4 PST. And Sundays at 8 p.m. PST. Those are the secret streams. They're these ones, the secret ones. Sunday nights at 8 PST. And then I think I'm going to throw in some Fridays. I'll throw in some Fridays. I think maybe this week I'll do a Friday. And then we'll see how it goes. And if I want to keep doing it, if it's good, if it's a good time, I'll keep doing it. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. This is a good one. Enjoyed talking to all of you. It's a good time. We'll do it again. Peace. Happy Father's Day. Yeah.